Okay, everybody, we're here in iMovie, and the last part of the learning that I want to share with you guys is these tools above the viewer. And what you're looking at is a slideshow that I made my wife a bit ago. Like, there's us in China, and there's us rolling around with the kids, and there's us in a pumpkin patch. Emmy Claire's young. There's us. There I am. I walked that Great Wall of China, everybody. So with a picture picked, these tools light up. So I just want to go over what I do with these. Color balance I don't mess with. Here, this is the color correction, and you can adjust the brightness or darkness of things. I like to enhance the color sometimes. If you really look at that, like when you enhance that color, it looks really good. Or you can make a picture colder or warmer based on really what your goal is. Now, cropping is a big deal, and these three options we use a lot, especially with photos. Fit will fit whatever kind of picture you take. So if you take vertical video, you'll have black on both sides. Cropping crops in a rectangle in the 16:9 aspect, the widescreen that we know in movie theaters. So it will crop it the way you want. I would crop. See, in this picture here, I really want to cut out my legs, but see the Great Wall in the back. And then Ken Burns is a really fun tool if used correctly. When you place pictures in, make sure you don't have Ken Burns as a default. But right here, we have a start and an end. So maybe I want to start my Ken Burns on me and Beth, take the ending, and then make it small like this, but come up the Great Wall. You can see that yellow arrow. That's the flow it's going to go. So if I click that, watch how that works. See how that works? So that if that's something you want to do, but if the goal was to keep us in the picture, then that Ken Burns is not correct. But there's a lot of great things you can do with the Ken Burns effect. So I'm going to take that back to fit. This is stabilizer. I really don't do anything with the stabilizer. The next thing is volume, and I'll be back in a minute to talk about volume. Okay, now I have a song in my project, so I have that picked, and my volume has turned up. A couple things I want to talk about with volume. This slider is your total volume of the clip you picked. This is the part that kids mess up on, lowering volume. This is called ducking. So if I want to lower the volume of everything else in my movie, I click that check, and then I take this slider and I slide it a little bit this way. And that will lower the volume of all the other tracks, not the track I'm working on, all the other tracks. And that's very important. Reduce background noise doesn't really work much here. I don't use it that much. If I'm looking at for a video that you have, you can speed up, slow down, freeze, or customize the faster slowness of a video clip, and that's very important. So a lot of people use that, especially like good examples are like if you're walking from here to a classroom and you want to get the feet walking and you don't want to spend 30 seconds watching feet walk, you can speed that up so it's really fast. And make sure you lower the volume if you speed up a clip because it'll sound like squeaky chipmunks. This one here, clip filters. If you take a picture, you can change a picture. There's lots of different filters they use, to negatives or x-rays to flipping a picture. Flipping might be something that you need to do with a green screen to get something out of the way. There are lots of good things on the clip filters. And then audio effects, I really don't want you to use because there's really no purpose in our videos unless you're looking for a deep male voice for a teacher. So I'm getting the spinning wheel of death there. There we go. Now we're good. And then this last one is an inspector. And the easiest thing, the only thing really I use inspector for is if I want to expand or shorten the length of this photo, I can click in here and change that to 6 seconds, and it'll make that bigger. So that's a quick overview of the tools that are there above your preview.